Hey everyone, it's Ken Madden here, MaddKstudio.com. Thought today I'd give you a little walk around of the studio. I haven't done a studio update in quite a while, and I got some new stuff down here. And you know, as an artist, if you're an artist out there, it's important to have an area that that you like. That's a creative area that keeps the creative juices flowing, I guess you'd say. So today I'm going to give you a little walk around my crazy studio down here. This is eclectic, eccentric, organized chaos. It's all kinds of things. So let's take a look at it right now. All right, we're gonna start right here. So my artwork is kind of a combination of very realistic automotive portraits, this kind of thing here, you know, this is my Herstolds painting, a lot of you have seen this, and the world of tiki. So there's a combination of the two that I like to do, but so this is kind of my creative space here. Of course, I've got you got to have the R2-D2, some handmade stuff, some things. I just got, if you're seeing this, just actually today opened this up. This was a charcuterie board that I got from my friend Gary Chavez at GC Creative, but that's just one of the things. These are Granito. Jeff Granito is an artist, and he created these pillows. I got them at the Tiki Fest last year at Arizona Tiki Oasis, which we go every year. It's fun. Of course, my parrots up there. Those are, I don't know if they're paper mache or what they are, but they're just neat. They got a lot of character. And those are from the Mesa Marketplace down in Mesa, Arizona. And that's just some of what I've got there. You know, you got the lays, the different things like this. A lot of, you know, I collect a lot of this kind of tiki stuff. A lot of it was from Disney, and of course we go to the Tiki Oasis. That was last year's mug there, I'm pretty excited about. And this was some more Disney stuff that we got. I really enjoy all of that. And this kind of gets me excited. I'm a station wagon nut, so of course these are all my station wagons. Matchbox cars, Herbie, the Love Bug, of course. You gotta have a town car. One of my favorite hot rods. I have drawn parts of this car over and over again for years. I just love it. And of course, the Munster coach, one of my favorite cars. This one's kind of cool. Like I said, this is the area that I get excited about. So this is my old, The Spy Who Loved Me. And this was originally, it's the original toy from the original thing. I lost the missiles that shoot out of there. But this was Corgi, and it says right there, Lotus Esprit. So that was one of the James Bond cars. He pulled this out. The fins come out and back. Anyway, that's cool. A little bit more some of my artwork. The table I made, because I got a granddaughter, so we're teaching her the ways of the mid-century, and some little stuff like that. I like to have all kinds of stuff around me at all times. Work that I've done. I'm actually running out of space, so there's a lot of the stuff that's going to be more, let's just say I'll do more marketing of it instead of just letting it sit on my wall. But I enjoy looking at a lot of it. And some things I'll never sell, like that one isn't getting sold. That's just one of my favorites. These three, of course, are for sale. They're on my website, MaddKstudio.com. This is a work in progress I've been working on for the last year or so. It's pretty big. It's like 2 foot by 3 foot. So it's a pretty good sized thing. My electric fireplace there and all that good stuff. You know, this is just finished, and I've got to get this to the rightful owner. One of the new things I've done this year is a new certificate of authenticity signed by me. And to give you an idea, you know, I have no space. So this is literally my record player you're seeing under there, which right now we were listening to Squeeze the last time. I just got some regular Muzak going. That's my first print I ever made. So print number 1 of 20 that I ever made of that painting. So that is called Flying High. And I did that. You know, the Herstolds painting, of course, we talked about before. You know, I keep things around. These are my new coloring books. This table was something fun that I did. I found this at a yard sale for $5. And I just thought it was a cool shape, you know? So I took it apart, painted it red, you know, and I even went, you know, went full on whorehouse. Cool, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'd call it whorehouse chic. You know, a little bit of hot rod art and that kind of thing. I do dig that. So this is the meat and potatoes of where I work. So there's my inspiration. I can come over here and sit down. I like to be able to stand up, stand back and look at that painting. That's why it's sitting way over there as I'm working, to be able to see what I'm doing. And so this is kind of some of the stuff that I do. These are where I do the marker renderings in colored pencil. Obviously you can see the markers there. Here's my colored pencil rack. I don't really have them in that much of an order, a little bit, but mostly it's, you know, there's grays and purples and blues, but I don't get real crazy with it. And then these are all just various drawings and ideas I have. These are all full, you know, so you can see how, I mean, that's a lot of drawings. I think it's worth it to be prolific with the art, so I do that. Here's some, markers here. Some of these markers are, I mean, ones like this, when they look like this and they have this shape, so any of you artists out there that have used markers, this is from the 80s and early 90s. And a lot of them are still good. And Art Materials in Minneapolis was an old art store on, I think it was on Lyndale Avenue in Minneapolis. And when they were getting rid of the old markers, I was able to buy 2 of these racks, which was pretty cool. And then the world of Wish, I bought a bunch of photography stuff, so this whole thing here was bought off of Wish, cheap. And that's where I do my videos, so you can see this is my GoPro here that aims, of course, straight down at the drawing I'm doing, and that's how I create the time-lapse videos. You can go to my YouTube page, my YouTube channel, and see a whole bunch of time-lapse videos. That's how I create them. I just put it up there and pretend it's not there and do my drawing. So that's one fun way. And as we move around here, a tiki blanket. Of course, like I said, kind of tiki nut. So I got the tiki blanket my wife made for me. And recently, you might have seen I just finished these 2 and that one up there. I've got a little wall space there. I gotta put up some nails. So the other side of things is when I'm working on the computer, you know, on my computer table here with mobile microphone, camera, you know, lighting for it, of course. I bought a Stream Deck here so I can switch screens when I'm doing videos. Various kind of lights. It looks crazy over here, and it is. You gotta be careful where you walk. And then I've got a screen up here, and I used to use a regular TV, and my son actually got a new gaming screen. He's like, Dad, you want to use this one? I said, sure. So this is nice. It's HD, and I think it's a 4K one even. So like, this is my painting area. Of course, you can see paint there, and I have a rack, just a cheap little rack that has all the different colors and stuff on it. That's handy. Some of the people I talked to down in Phoenix or Scottsdale at the Barrett Jackson auction recently. And you know, this is a notebook I keep just for trying to stay organized, which is it's fleeting because I'm the most unorganized person ever. It's not OCD or ADHD, it's just my mind is filled with other stuff. So I have a screen up here so that I can put my reference art up on that screen. I can scroll in or out of it to really get the detail and understand, you know, when I'm doing something like this, you know, there's a lot of detail in there, or something even like this one here I showed you. You know, when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it here, you want to be able to see that. So with the screen over here, I can see it nice and big, and from anywhere in the room too. So there's kind of my 2 main setups. The third way I do is if I'm going to do some computer work, I do some CAD design and some like these coloring books. These are all based off of Inktober, which I do every year. And I use this, which is a Wacom 1 tablet. And that tablet, of course, just hooks up to my computer here, and I can get rocking with it there. It allows me to create digitally, and then I don't have to scan things in. Everything's all ready to go. But I put that down here. So it's kind of my 3 workstations. So that's kind of a little look at, oh yeah, of course this. So after I'm done, I got to photograph it. So I've got a few of these lights here that are just, again, this was something I got off of Wish. And they just throw a nice balanced light, diffused. And I've got a couple of them, so I put one over here and one over here, coming in at a 45-degree angle, and I set my camera up right there. I got a digital projector there. When I do my sketches and want to blow them up, I can do it that way. And a few different areas of different ways of drawing things out. Of course, up top, being a car fanatic, you got to have a bunch of die-cast cars. So that right there is 25 feet of cars. And I like lights, so of course I put the lights up too. Some fun stuff over here from my past. I worked with a guy, Steve Kiwas at 8 Ball Studios, and he's a sculptor, probably the best one I ever met. He did this piece here. This part here, this was a good friend of mine, Don Huizinga, used to make these lamps, and these are actually, it's 2 polished Harley camshafts from a twin cam and some other Harley parts put together. And then he had a friend, and I wish I got his name, I don't have it. So Don, if you're watching this, give me his name, put it in the comments. He created these, it's a metal and it's touch. So I just touched the light, but look at the crafting on this metal work. And they're all it's all hand done. And then it's a 3-way. So that's one of my favorite pieces. And then of course before the internet, guys, we used to look at books and read books for doing things. So these were just a lot of the books I had, different cars and whatnot, the Encyclopedia of American Cars, all kinds of fun stuff. And then back behind the bar here, I guess we'll watch, we got dirty dishes and things I gotta clean. Rush, oh, there's my knife. But you know, swizzle sticks, you guys like swizzle sticks? I love them. So if you have swizzle sticks and you wanna do a swizzle stick trade, I've got a bunch. You know, you gotta have straws with umbrellas on it, of course. And this is for my son Tucker. This is what you bought me for Christmas with the gift card. Thank you. Cool lighting. I love lighting. And then just back in here, you know, this is an oil pan from a 1929 Ford Model A, I believe, that I made into a clock, of course, and tiki'd it, and it had a great patina on it, so I just cleaned it really well, and then put a clear coat on it. And the hardware, I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to get in there nice. The hardware there is brass, and it's brass bolt with a copper washer, and they're all polished. I hand polished them. Another one of my tiki paintings. I keep forgetting that one's back there. And of course, you know, you gotta have glasses of things like that. Betty Page, I'm a big fan of. So, you know, this is some of the things that I have. So this is the eclectic collective space. So as you walk down into my studio, when you walk through the door that's right behind me, this is what you see. So that is how I stay kind of inspired to create. This is a room that I never want to leave. It has a little bit of something for everything, and it's constantly changing. So have your room, make it your own. And finally was able to have a house where my wife said, okay, you can have the basement, but give me the upstairs. The upstairs, guys, doesn't look anything like this. So I'll put this disclaimer in for my lovely bride who has anxiety when she comes down here because there's so much crap everywhere. Upstairs looks like a Better Homes and Gardens house. It's absolutely beautiful, and that's all her. I have nothing to do with that except for try not to mess it up. So with that, if you're interested in more about some of the artwork and things I do, you can go to MaddK Studio, MaddKstudio.com, and that's where I have my full retail site. And I hope you can see that. If you like this, throw a comment down. I'd love to see pictures of your workspace. You know, what kind of things do you do? Maybe I can pick up some more ideas from what you're doing, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.